Hey, Josh and Sarah. Yeah, not too much snow left here in downtown Johnson.
Those main roads, not the main concern anymore. Today it was about getting into those higher elevations.
Transportation officials tell me that they are already out on the roads pre-treating them.
No one has been charged in the disappearance of the now 6-year-old little girl.
Well, Sarah, the TBI says that the suspect was arrested here at the scene about 9:30 this morning.
It's been nearly 6 months since Summer was reported missing.
We've now switched to the FLIR camera, which detects heat. Now, this can help police find something like a car that's still warm.
He's feeling pretty good tonight. This was a tight race for mayor here in Washington County with the incumbent Mayor Joe Grandy.
That's Summer. It's a face our community hopes everyone recognizes by now. But for an out-of-towner or a passer-through, you might not.
In 4 months, nothing has changed.
Brad Allen started the Billboard fundraiser.
There's no new information or anything, so we try to hand out flyers, we try to make awareness.
It started with businesses offering free printing so volunteers could do the groundwork effort of posting. Every road, everywhere. Camden Hillman and his wife Allison contributed to the Billboard effort and partnered with Lamar Advertising.
It shows different views of what she's looked like. So no matter what her hair length, weight, height, I hope, hopefully it just brings something.
Anything. The realization for Cam and Allison was that after 4 months,
What it's supposed to be about here.
Summer Wells
Looking out for your neighbors.
could be anywhere.
We've been surprised at how many people in this area just don't know about it, or I guess maybe have forgotten about it. And it's kind of heartbreaking that people in this area are not aware.
It's a mishmash group of YouTube content creators, parents, grandparents, and just concerned people coming together to have Summer's information and face reach even further.
We have enough for 2 months, so that's 3,000, and it's on prepay.
Photos of Summer, a link to her family's website, and a number to call now on display on Fort Henry Drive in Kingsport.
The company that is actually putting this up here said that 1 million people would end up seeing it through this. That's amazing.
One person out of a million.
In every crime, there's always somebody that knows something. So if we can get that one person to ride by here and say, hey, I've seen her, I know, let me call. That's my hope and prayer right there.
This way. Watch out, Levi.
I'm doing it! Today is our last day of winter break. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's an 8.5 out of 10.
I say 9.5.
No, I'm gonna do snowball fight.
Usually every winter break we go sledding here. Stop it!
Fear me. It's great. I mean,
we walk here.
yeah, we just turn the corner, walk a few hundred feet, and then we're here. All right, I'll wait up here for you if you can just go down.
I'm not good at snowboarding, but it was an experience to try. We like winter the best because we have like the best times in winter and the best memories.
96-year-old Agnes Lowe of Johnson City says for her it's simple.
I think we deserve it because we answered the call.
The call to join the U.S. Cadet Nurses Corps, formed in 1943 in the thick of World War II, the country crippled by a shortage of nurses.
And all the RNs that had been currently working had gone into service.
So Washington launched a PR offensive, enticing young women to enlist, wear uniforms, and be cadets. Lowe signed up, got trained as a nurse, and spent 6 months at the VA Mountain Home Hospital with the promise she'd stay there until the war ended.
I feel like I did what I could to help with the war effort. And it was what they asked us to do, and we did it.
But after the war, as others who served received veteran status, most of the 124,000 nurse cadets got nothing. Something Agnes Lowe still can't understand.
We served our country. That's the theory I go by. I consider myself a veteran, even though we've never been granted veteran status.
We're that a small thing to do? Can't we let this last group also be recognized for their contribution to their country in wartime?
Dr. Barbara Poremba founded the group Friends of Cadet Nurses. She's pushing for federal legislation honoring those nurse cadets who she says have been forgotten.
They're not asking for any financial benefits or any VA medical benefits. All they're asking for is to be remembered for their service to their country with an American flag and a plaque on their grave. That's it. It seems like a small ask.
Still, multiple legislative attempts to give nurse cadets veteran status have failed to pass Congress.
Despite their service during our nation's time of need, they have never been bestowed veteran status. My bill would change that.
Congresswoman Sherry Bustos of Illinois is backing the latest bill, the U.S. Cadet Nurse Recognition Act.
Time is running out for our nation to thank and honor the few surviving cadet nurses for their service and sacrifice.
One of those survivors says even without a nation's official gratitude, she's proud to have served.
They wanted help, and I went and helped in the only way I knew how to do it. That's what the government asked us to do, and we did it.
That's the road.
As the water receded, neighbors off Toll Branch Road were thankful it didn't rise any higher.
Oh yeah, this is nothing. It looked like a river all the way to the porch.
Pam Britt says her family heard what sounded like a war movie start.
All at once, it was sideways. The wind was sideways. It was blowing that hard.
Britt just moved onto this road a few months ago. She's unsure how her property fares in flood conditions.
If it gets much more than this, I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to get all the animals out at least.
She now knows the importance of a plan in quickly rising waters.
And I guess we'll get out while we can.
Lots has changed in downtown Johnson City since 1985.
A long time ago, it was sketchy.
But Dave Campbell says that didn't stop his father, Don Campbell, from opening a music store here. After the old Morel Music in Johnson City closed, Don opened Campbell's Morel Music, where he welcomed back customers, blending a love of music.
He's country musician and old country.
With a love for his fellow man.
Everybody loved Dad, so he tried to be good to everybody and treat everybody the same.
A few years later, Dave joined his dad in the family business, helping musicians from beginners to pros find the perfect instrument.
Most people that want that, especially for guitar, they want to hear the guitar and feel the guitar. So we rely on people coming into the store, and so far it's worked.
Happy customers, and a few who've made it big.
You know, Kenny Chesney actually bought a guitar from us when he was at ETSU.
A Martin, to be exact. Like all businesses, at times there have been struggles. At least 4 times that Dave Campbell can remember when downtown Johnson City flooded.
Anything that was sitting on the floor is damaged, has water damage.
That was Dave talking to News Channel 11 in 1998 as his employees were shoving water out the front door. 23 years later, floods no longer are a problem, thanks to a flood mitigation project which sparked a downtown rebirth.
It's amazing to see all the people walking their dogs and walking around, going to the bars and stuff. It's awesome. It's just never believed that it would happen.
Dave says his dad would love downtown today and the business at the corner of Main and Commerce that still bears his name.
This is the gold standard of wake surf boats. It's 26.5 feet long, so it's a large boat. It will fill 3,000 pounds of ballast in under 90 seconds. These bags, you'll see them start to fill, and they're just bags of water to weight the boat down, and then we use that additional displacement to create the wakes that we're looking for. In June, our competition is going to be held right here. We'll be set up in the pavilion. There will be seating here on the grassy area. We'll have vendors, boards, jackets, anything boat related you should be able to find out here. The boat will be running just right here in front of winged deer, and the competition speed's 11 miles an hour, so a 1 minute run only takes about 1,000 feet. So you will be able to actually see what's going on. You'll be able to see the riders. You'll be able to see everything. I still get out and I ride. I have a great time doing it. So it gets the dads from behind the wheel and into the water, and that's what it's about. It's getting the whole family involved, making it to where it's just great. But this is the first actual CWSA event with pro riders and stuff like that. It's the first one ever in Tennessee.
For the second time in 50 years, the Gladiators will tear through the dirt as they roar at the last great Coliseum. But this year, they hunt at night.
Anybody who goes to any racetrack around the country knows that Bristol is electric at night.
2022 is a new year at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Making it a night race will make it a lot better for the race fans and for the racers too.
And this time, you won't need a mask unless...
You may want to bring one for the dirt. You know, you may just want to bring one maybe for your favorite beverage to put over there, or you may want to wear it during the race. Some goggles are always helpful too.
The Food City Dirt Race isn't the only big event this weekend.
We have an Easter weekend full of plans for families.
And a winner makes his return to the Tri-Cities.
That's the thing with this dirt racing, man. You just don't know what you're going to have next.
And so does NASCAR's current reigning champion.
In a race, yeah, the line could be changing every lap. There could be a hole developing that you have to work through.
Music to the ears of NASCAR's biggest fans.
The sound and smell, I mean, it's everything.
This is Trackside at Bristol Motor Speedway.
This year's Food City Dirt Race will be a nighttime spectacle. Hello everybody, I'm Kenny Hawkins along with Jesse Crawl.
And a spectacle it will be as the dirt is going to engulf the banks at Bristol Motor Speedway under the lights.
So dirt racing's just, it's special, it's different.
How you doing, folks? Last time you saw me on the track, it was in the fall, and it was Michael Waltrip taking me around the high banks here at Bristol. Now, because of a big rainstorm last night, we're not able to get on the track. So I'm going to go around the track with dirt racing legend Scott Bloomquist. First of all, how many races have you won?
I think it's about 630. I've actually raced 41 years, a lot longer than I look.
You were racing when it was on two wheels, I believe. They didn't have four at that time.
This place is really different type of dirt racetrack. And if you're gonna be fast here, you don't want to be sideways. We'll look like we're sliding when it's really just getting rear steer and yawing the car out when we're really going straight. Back wheels do more of the turning than the front.
I did not know that. Is it about speed when you're racing on dirt, or is it about the handling?
It's about having multiple lanes. That's what it's about. It's about being able to actually race and have contact. I mean, these guys will be able to get rough and be able to mix it up and keep racing.
How does it feel to win at Bristol Motor Speedway?
I've been in victory lane here, a couple of times, and it's awesome. But the bank tracks really enable better racing, and this place, it's second to none.
All right, Scott Bloomquist. Nobody does it better on dirt than you, my man. The reigning NASCAR champion is
3 weeks after the interview, the Attorney General sent Edie Lowry this letter, saying they saw the broadcast and now considered her and the charity to be operating in violation of state law. The Attorney General said Honor Flight Northeast had functioned without complete budgets or a complete board, and financial records indicate at best very poor financial record keeping and at worst indicate use of all the nonprofit's assets for personal purposes. The official finding: assets of Honor Flight have been misapplied and or wasted, and that the nonprofit no longer is able to carry out the purposes for which it was created.
While the mission may be great, while it may sound really good, you want to make sure that the money that they're asking for is going toward that goal, is going toward their mission.
The Attorney General warned his office would take legal action against Lowry and Honor Flight Northeast's board unless they paid a reduced civil penalty of $5,000, unless Lowry and board members resigned immediately, and unless Lowry agreed to a lifetime ban from participating in any charitable fundraising activities. The state says Lowry paid the penalty. She now lives in a different state. When we tracked her down for comment,
This whole situation is hard on me. I was not